Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter. In this video, I want to cover my top 5 favorite light bowguns in Monster Hunter Generations. Like every other weapon and of course the heavy bowgun, there are a lot of light bowguns in this game and a lot of final form ones as well. So there really is no right or wrong answer on which is the best. Pick the one that you like, but I do hope that this list gives you some goals if you're the kind of person who wants to look for something to shoot for. Okay, without further ado, let's jump in. One of my favorites has to be Doara. I'm a big fan of normal shot, so this is definitely the one for me. And look at that attack, 230 attack and 10% puts us at top of the notch. Reload is kind of slow, but that really doesn't matter since you're going to be using Full House, which is the awesome new Hunter art, which allows you to reload all your shots with just pressing a button. Deviation is small left and right, recoil small, it does have a slot which is nice. And if you notice, it has 777 on normal, so that's just very solid across the board. And internal shots, which are shots that it comes preloaded with, you can't do anything to increase them except use ammo conserve. And once you're out, but you don't have to buy them, you don't have to do anything. Every hunt they get restocked. So you can see here that this weapon doubles as both the normal shot top tier weapon and also one of my favorite ice shots, because it has a level 2 pierce ice, which is super strong, 36 bullets with a clip size of 6. Has a level 2 ice and also level 2 cutting as well. On rapid, which is why I choose it, it has level 2 normal and it also has level 1 ice. All around, great weapon for ice and also a fantastic top-notch normal shot weapon. My next favorite has to be one of the final form weapons of the final boss in the game, the Narcarcos, which is the Wondrous Star. 220 attack, 10% affinity. Look at that clips though. 768 on normal, 555 across the board on pierce. That's awesome. And despite being an awesome pierce gun, it's got fast reload, it's got no deviation, small recoil, and 2 slots. That's ridiculous. It also has some fun internal shots and rapid shots, but honestly, this is really used as a pierce gun without a lot of the demerits that come with being a pierce gun. Very cool. Okay, now I promised myself that I would avoid weapons that you can't make the final form of in my top 5, but this one is just off the rails. We will have to wait for the Hyper Gold Raytheon in order to make the final form, but the gold semi-auto from the Gold Raytheon is ridiculous. 220 attack with kind of fast reload and no deviation. Normals is 869 and pierce, it even has a level 2 with 5 shots there. Internal, it's got nothing but great stuff. This kind of weapon goes as kind of like an all-around normal shot weapon and also a fire weapon. So this is kind of like the fire to the Kushala, which is the ice. It also has the new sting shots, which have very long critical distance, group recovery, remedy, a whole bunch of interesting things in its bag of tricks. And on rapid, it has level 2 normal and level 2 fire pierce, which is crazy. So this actually wins out as one of my favorite picks for fire elemental bowguns as well. And of course, it would not be a top 5 light bowgun list without God's Island. This is an awesome weapon for doing status because it has all the level 2 ones that count. So it's got level 2 para, level 2 sleep, level 2 exhaust, you can do all of those. Has some normal shots, 220 attack, which is solid alone. Fast reload, no deviation, and only kind of small recoil, which is crazy. That's why this thing is so good for status shots. On top of being able to do all the status ones, which I think why most people are going to use this weapon, it does have some interesting internal shots, so level 2 strong, some tri-blast, the demon armor, but honestly you're going to be using this as your status shot, and also those crags and spreads. And here's actually one more status focused light bowgun, and this also wins as one of my favorite designed weapons in the game as well. This is called the Kettleblower Deluxe. It's actually a cat that pops out of the kettle and it shoots the shots through this kind of like blowing thing. It's hilarious. It's got 210 attack, kind of fast reload, no deviation, medium recoil, so that's a little, it hurts a little, but it does have some interesting internal shots, and on rapid it's got level 1 poison, paralysis, and sleep. And it does equip a lot of the level 1 ones. So you have like level 1 paralysis, sleep, exhaust, poison. It can equip all of these. It's a great weapon, really fun to use, so try to go out and make it. Now, for my list, I wanted to avoid going all elemental because honestly, it would just become my top elemental picks and that would be it. But no, in Monster Hunter Generations, there is a thing called the double elemental sets, which are back and in full power, which, to be honest, what it is the element of the one for, like, example, fire, it'd be fire plus 2. Also elemental attack up. Also true shot up because that affects all the internal shots, so like all those fire pierce and stuff like that. and then pair those with ammo conserve so you can push out the most that you can get out of that internal ammo, and that is the perfect elemental set. So again, it's the elemental +2 attack for whatever that is, elemental attack up, true shot up, and ammo conserve. For the best picks, there are a few. For fire, it's Rathalos, the final form, or also the Gold Raytheon, which you saw in my top 5. For ice, it's Kushala Daora or Zamtrios is also very, very good. For water, which is also an awesome pierced gun, is Mizutsune, awesome one. And for thunder, I personally like Astalos, but I know Kezu and Kirin are also popular choices as well. Anyways, those are some elemental picks. If you really care about dragon, which I don't know why, I think the Narcocos would also serve as your top dragon weapon as well. Okay, now it's time to move on to my honorable mentions. Okay, the first one has to be the DLC Metroid, which you can make right now, called the Arm Cannon. Well, Arm Cannon X, once you fully upgraded. It's got 210 attack, plus 20 defense, normal reload, no deviation, recoil medium, but who cares, 3 slots, which is awesome, but the real point of this gun is the internal dazzling shot. No other gun in the game has more than probably like 2 or 3 shots of dazzling, and it's for good reason. Dazzling shot is 35 motion. Like, imagine that a level 2 normal is 12 motion, so this is almost the power of 3 of them. It shoots super far and has no critical distance, so no matter where you're shooting from, it's always going to do the maximum amount of damage, which is ridiculous. It's got it on rapid as well, so what you want to do with this set is pair it with something like bonus shot, which allows you to shoot 4 of these things when you do your rapid. Load up, which will allow you to have an ammo clip size of 3 instead of 2. And you'll also want to do true shot up, because that will make these shots 20% more powerful, which again, on top of 35 motion is pretty crazy, and ammo saver as well, as that will allow you to push out as many as you can get. Okay, my final honorable mention has to go to what Melv calls the Bling Cannon, and I can't agree more. The name is great. The thing looks like a very fancy musket, and it's called the Lost Musket. Now you will need a special item from the Meowster Hunters called the Extravagant Artifact in order to make this. When you have a rare map for the coast area, go ahead and send cats and look for that question mark, and if you can nail them into that thing, you can earn this item. This thing is a total blast, like literally, it's meant for blowing stuff up. It's 210 attack, 20% affinity, kind of slow reload, deviation none, recoil medium, so you'll probably need this with recoil plus, 3 slots, which is crazy, and you're going to need those because you're going to want to use this thing with the artillery armor skills, because this thing is all about blowing stuff up. On internal, it has the fabulous Tri-Blast. It only has 5 of them, but with ammo conserve you might be able to pull more. But what that Tri-Blast does is 3 shots that does a fixed damage of 25 damage for each shot, 30 fire, and 25 stun. So that's pretty crazy. It also has the really fun level 2 cannon shot, which does 1 big blast that does 40 fixed damage and 15 stun as well. If you notice, it can also do all level 1, 2, and 3 of the spread shots, which are explosive and very fun as well. Plus it can do level 1, 2, and 3 of Crag, so this thing's insane. On rapid, it can even do level 1 Crag as well, so if you bring materials to make more, you're going to have an even more explosive time. This thing is definitely not for online unless you're with other gunners, because you're going to be blowing stuff up like nuts, and any hunter caught in the fire is going to get blown up as well. Anyways, it's a fabulous gun. You should go and try to make it. And use Meowster Hunters. There's actually a lot of different weapons and armor you can make using those special question mark rare items that you can get. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5, my advice on Elemental, and my honorable mentions. Let us know down in comments which other light bowguns that you found, which you find are really cool, and why. Please like if you like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, happy hunting.